Very busy. On Friday, we had the torture experience hosted or organized by Stoneboy, and also on Saturday, Sarkodie had his London edition of Rapperholic. A lot happened. I do have Sarkodie's story first, and so we're going to take that. Then later we do that of Stoneboys, and later we get a conversation also on board as well. Now on March 6, 2026, Ghana's 69th Independence Day went global as Sarkodie became the first African rapper to sell out London's Royal Albert Hall with his flagship concert, Rapperholic. Now, fans were stunned when Efia appeared on stage showing off her baby bump for the first time. She joined Sarkodie for hits like I'm in Love With You and Sarah, while Sarkodie jokingly reminded the crowd she is like a sister to him, and also made a big announcement for 2027. Sarkodie teased the next Rapperholic UK set for March 6, 2027 at London's massive O2 Arena. A clever stage moment made it look like he walked straight from Robert's Albert Hall to the arena, leaving the audience cheering. He also honored legend Daddy Lumba. Now the rapper also paused to pay tribute to high life legend Daddy Lumba, performing classics like Wuhonchere and Asieho, with fans singing and dancing along. Now let's talk about the star-studded lineup for the concert as well. Now Stormzy and Heady One made surprise appearances, performing the drill hits Cry No More. Ghanaian stars Last Mid, Kitty, Ken Promise are reigning, arts of the year, and 5-Star kept the energy high with fans' favorites, while Flavor brought Nigerian high life with vibes with a shower and Game Changer. Now, from unforgettable collaborations to historic moments, Rapperholic UK 2026 proved once again that Sarkodie is taking Ghanaian music to the world. So on Saturday, it was a good evening for Sarkodie, for the SAC Nation and for Ghanaians in general, because history was made. The first African rapper to have a solo concert at the Royal Albert Hall. This is beautiful. Let me just give a round of applause. This is a beautiful milestone achieved as well. Even though others were saying that we're overhyping this event, because a person like Sarkodie, they were able to perform and have something sold out, like the capacity was like 5,000. Yeah. So if you have a capacity like that sold out, you've not really done much. But hey, this is something worth talking about.
Very.
Worth talking about. He pushed in hard work. A lot went down. And so to have it sold out in a few days, it speaks volume. And so we're always going to say that Sarkodie has done so well. First African rapper to achieve this milestone. We don't take this for granted. Like, I am so excited about it. And the lineup was beautiful.
Very, very beautiful. Me, I would like to, I'm one person, I like transitions. I like to see growth, because we can take it back to the year 2012 when this whole Rapperholic concerts, or let me say, initiative started. So remember, we had the Rapperholic Rebirth. Then we had the Rapperholic Homecoming done right here in Accra, Ghana, and we saw him taking it back to Kumasi and now taking it to the international level. It tells you that, hey man, he knows what he's up to. When we talk about people who are very strategic about their craft, they are people who we talk about showmanship, people who are very theatrical with their initiative. I think Sarkodie is one of them. And the other time we're right here having conversations saying that, do we think or Sarkodie can actually fill the O2 Arena alone? And I told you,
we had this conversation here.
He needs some backup. He needs people to be there. And people love Sarkodie because of the fear. People love Sarkodie because of, that finally it was about to go down with Flavor and everything. So definitely you're going to have people you need to come together to make the place very filled. And man has done it for me personally, and already envisioning and trying to manifest what is going to happen at the 70th celebration of Ghana. It tells you that he knows what he's up to. He knows what he's going to do. So people going all the way around saying that, hey, we shouldn't be too hyped about the whole thing and everything. Man, this is real growth in this man's life.
Do you think it's even easy to pull 100 crowds?
It's not.
Is it even easy to get like 200 people to come and just watch you perform?
And even with the Royal Albert, spot we're talking about, it's not a small space. It's a big center. Look at the people in there. let's not exaggerate. This is not anything edited or something. These are real fans. Personally, I told you, friends and family in the UK, you know, moved into the space to have a feel of the whole thing that happened. And it tells you man has done it. Legacy continues, and being the first African to, African rapper to actually take this risk, it tells you the future looks very, 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 very bright. People, or let me say artists right here in Ghana, shouldn't look down on themselves. You have good music out there, push it. You have no idea who's watching. You have no idea who loves to see you come perform in their place. And now, Nana, when we talk about the UK, it's the second home of Ghana. I'll say it each and every single day, because you're moving right there, and these people actually bring Ghana to the UK. I told you about the Kusiani Meko thing that was happening backstage, and other people trying to, have the Ghanaian feel. In addition to this whole conversation, Sarkodie made it happen for us. So, man, I think it's a great initiative, and he's done it, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the year 2027 when we're celebrating our 70th anniversary as part of, sixth match. So, this was Sarkodie did, giving us a live performance, seeing the likes of the Last Minutes, the Kiddies, and if you're Nocturnal, the Flavors. What's the name of this guy? I think he was there too. I have to get the name right. This dark tall guy who's been doing the way out talk. Stormzy, thank you.
Stormzy.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, in line with this conversation, we've got Tilly Ekuanipa also on standby to add her voice this conversation as well. T for talkative, very vocal, came from his PR and also an entertainment pundit. So after our last story, we'll get into conversation. But we've got videos on standby. We're talking about Rapperholic UK edition 2026 happening on March 6th. Let's go and check them out.
First, we have the Ashanti tribe. I said we have the Ashanti tribe. Where are my Ashantis in the house tonight? Illuminati. You guys are welcome. Again, I want to test the day one Sarkodie fans. Let me see your hands up right now. Tonight is going to be a beautiful night, trust me. You wouldn't want to go back home. I can feel the energy here. The energy is great. Are you guys gonna match up to that? We are sure. Okay. This song, I don't even want to do it, right? It is we are Sack Nation now. Sack Nation, you will answer back up there. So if you are not a Sack Nation, We are about, Sarkodie and Sac Nation, about to show you our national anthem. Huh? Obiaman is also Castro. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. I've been there, number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto, C9, cemetery. No signs, punchlines, the voice in y'all, let's keep. Okay, let's stand up. Uni BB, today I was looking at the crowd here and how fast we sold this ticket. I want to show you guys something. I'm coming. Hold on. Don't go, please. Don't go. What do you guys think? So it's official, 2027 March 6th, we are going to the O2. I want to thank you guys and the people that made this possible. I want to say it again. Big shouts to Alodia, big shouts to Aquaba, big shouts to Kilimanjaro, Bizzle Entertainment, and the super fly chick that makes me look good all the time, Trendy Real. God bless you. But imagine 2027 at the O2 and you hear. So what do you guys think? So it's official, 2027 March 6th, we are going to the O2.
So yes, the snippets of what happened on Saturday, yes, March 6th, on Sarkodie achieved a milestone in his career. So let's get into conversation with the Tilly. Tilly is an entertainment pundit, also the PR for our reigning artist of the year, Ken Promise. And I follow her on social media with a T for talkative as well. Tilly, good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine. Since our first time meeting for this year, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Okay. May God be with us and may our dreams be achieved as well. Now, Till, let's get into conversation and talk about what happened on Saturday. So, on Saturday, March 6th, Sarkodie made history being the first African rapper to sell out Robert's, Royal Albert Hall. This is very beautiful for Ghanaians. But to you, Tilly, what does it mean achieving this milestone in the Ghanaian hip hop, let's say, fraternity?
First of all, thanks for having me. And it's a big thing for all of us because the goal is to kind of move forward. So if the limitations are saying that, in the diaspora, we don't get that kind of support, if somebody is consciously, intentionally trying to push to the world or push to the Ghanaian artists that this thing can be done, we surely are proud. And someone like me, I am proud because Saturday we see him go there, he got the outsiders back to back, and then now they're singing this. Every break down Saturday, he has done it. So for him to do the Royal Albert, it was something that I'm sure to him it was also on the checklist to prove that okay, away from the 2,000, 3,000 crowd, we can also try the 5,000, and then maybe in future we can try something with that.
20,000.
So I'm goal on this. And for me, what this means is it has also opened the doorway for our artists to know that okay, aside the 2,000, 3,000, 1,500, we can also try 5,000 because that's a kind so we can do it.
Right. Beautiful, beautiful. Jay, before you come in, people are also arguing that Sarkodie is too big to be hyped for filling 5,000 capacity venues. What is your take on that?
Sarkodie plays that have less than 200 people. As an artist, we like to say, oh, because I am bigger than this, I will not take the opportunity to do it. There's always, it's like a ladder. You just don't come to the top. You move in this by this. So how does an artist know I can show 10,000 or 20,000? They don't try to start.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Jay.
How? Or the people that are speaking, they think that people that they see saying the Madison Square things, they just stand there was no channel. Or they didn't just start from somewhere. They say, let's have to follow the industry, open our ears and see what is being done, and then see how actors are replicating the blueprint and then the template that is there. If you watch the National documentary, his mother's book, they didn't start from Madison Square. No, they didn't start from Book Arena. They started somewhere gradually and they built up to there. So how would Saturday news can fill a 20,000 if it's going to start from the 5,000?
Okay.
Deep.
That's amazing. Hi, Tilly. How are you doing?
I'm well, how about you?
I'm also doing perfectly well. So, there's been a lot of transition. Let's go back into the year 2012 where we had Rapaholic coming in. Then we saw the Rapaholic Rebirth. Now we saw Homecoming. There's been a lot of additions. Now moving into the UK to this iconic venue we're talking about, do you think it's actually given that, global elevation to the brand Rapaholic?
Yes, it has. As a matter of fact, I am very glad and I'm happy to close limited to the UK. It should be a global activation. Not only a global brand. You might as well activate the festival globally. So I am glad last year started Rapaholic in the UK and then next year it's going to be much bigger. We should see a US Rapaholic. We should see what you call Thailand Rapaholic. Because that is the thing we are trying to achieve with our music.
Definitely.
Global dominance. So how come some artists and they can do tours and then they are touring all over and they are filming stadiums and filming on the programs globally? And every so bad.
Yeah.
So it's not just one year to 5 years to the world.
Yeah.
Why can't we start again? Why can't?
You can. Okay. Now, looking at the concerts back from home, I think there was a great transition and we never saw coming. We're talking about him moving into the O2 Arena, giving us that vibe and manifesting into the year 2027, saying that this is where the next show is going to happen. Do you think it's realistic enough? Is he ready for the O2 Arena?
I think it is. I think it's so, and the response in the auditorium, just do the feedback. If I answer your question perfectly.
Okay.
Because the royal office issued a statement that somebody is, I think, one of the actors or the that who have put out the new as fast as that. Which means that there is a rescue market for the time. People have to be getting to say, let's do it. At this point, what has happened to you trying to show the own if it's not say, now you don't say, let's have it for 20, I achieved 50,000. Next year, I have to add promotion or put in the promotion and get the extra 5,000.
Okay.
But if you don't try, how do you know the balance that is left? You get it?
Definitely.
So he doesn't lose anything. He doesn't lose anything doing it and trying it. As long as he dares to try it, there's always something. At least we know that our 5,000 plus 5,000 people ready on lockdown willing to be there. But we don't know that. But how we can know that if we didn't try the royal family?
Okay, but Tilly, now let's even talk about collaboration. It's very important when it comes to concerts or you trying to move into venue for people to enjoy your music. Sometime back, I think myself and my co-host right here, we're having an argument saying that Sarkodie can't single stand or have a show until he has, the people he's been collaborating with. Because we saw the likes of Ifya Nocturnal there, we saw Kiddy, the likes of Flavor and everything. Do you think single-handedly Sarkodie can fill the O2, or he still needs some artists, to brighten up and get the numbers?
Okay, so that conversation it's a bit, I don't think it's next, but weird. Have you ever been to a concert that only one artist perform? Have you ever?
We still have features. We still have people coming.
Exactly. So the collaboration is not the problem.
Okay.
Because no matter whichever show it is in the world, then it's always somebody that's collaborating and being part of it. Some cannot come and stay for 2-3 hours alone the whole time. So it's always they have always which show, better what show, which show, whatever show. There's always somebody that collaborates, comes on board to also make it exciting.
Yeah.
I think the conversation will start when the identity comes. We'll start with the announcing headlining, like unlike he does when they announce, they announce, he doesn't really
announce, yeah, definitely.
So, and then you go to the surprise. Exactly. So that is the conversation we will have. And I don't know if particular whether our announcement something that they made one. I don't think so, right? They were surprises.
Yeah.
So that I think we should be asking ourselves, we're not going to be announcing those things to draw traffic to the thing. But if it's a official collaboration, how sure is that collaboration? It's always a collaboration that goes on. But for me, I think the work, because what we saw Rapaholic market, he didn't use the same template that he used in Accra when he actually announced the He actually did. And this is a much different crowd, different audience, different people. You need all your accounts. You need all your accounts. And at the end of the day, if this is using TAP to full crowd, it's also that.
Yeah.
You get it? At the end of the day, it's not what they show. So if music is we don't see evidence, as long as the crowd is there and just perform and have most of the time. You are, and people that are trying to do that, or he needs to do that, he needs to, what he needs to do is what he has done, he's very enough to kind of do it. That's all. How do you feel it? We don't have to try and mar that conversation. We should just encourage you that whichever strategy that he and his team have put in their mind to ensure that place is filled, we should just do it, as long as it's filled.
Okay. All right. So before I let Nanecha coming up, now personally, from your point of view, I know we've seen the ambience, we've seen people coming, jamming, and everything. But let's talk about showmanship. Let's talk about performance. Let's talk about stage presence. What do you think about the Rapaholic, concert in UK? Do you think he lived up to expectation when it comes to performance? Yeah. Yeah, that choreography.
He's a performer.
Okay.
He's a performer. He has seen what the time before the film, most of the performance.
Yeah.
He likes it.
Yeah.
It's part of the performance that is done.
Transitions, yeah.
It's done to the team. So when it comes to it's one to stage, one to show, one to fly, all the things they want to.
He's a ship.
And one time actually, I at some point during the show, good function. So then sometimes you forget that this is something. So what's the level? He has not that part. He has to do that part. He has just one. But what is not something that right people just don't realize that person was playing.
Yeah.
I get currently.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to say where to work, all
where to work, yeah.
It's not that funny.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is like just a review of the people that attended the show. No back, no back. In fact, they are waiting for the same thing that they were buying because they were worth their money.
Okay.
Okay. Still talking about the Rapaholic concerts in UK and using it as a case study. Tilly, in your opinion, right? We know that last year he had a homecoming in Kumasi, and later in December had the Rapaholic concert, and just on Saturday we saw the UK edition of Rapaholic. Now, between local stadiums and international concert, in your opinion, what strategy can help brand an artist more?
So all of that. After first of all, every artist needs the condition in their home. So no matter how far you go, you will still want some form of acceptance in your home, which is why a lot of artists you say, oh, when you go there, we have to when you come. Some of the artists that play a lot of festivals, they still want their recognition home, which is why when you get something, you see them going on Ghana media to do and they still need that recognition at home. So your ability to fill stadiums in your home that is your primary and is equal as important as conquering your home that is taking the energy to another country.
Yeah.
So both of them are directly into it. Because these are the few arenas in the world and then you have to and they are not by doing it. After they but it's ability to fill places there and then fill there gives you that both local and international acceptance that still artists for that artist brand. But a brand knows that if I take something to Ghana or if I want to do some solid activity, Saturday is going to continue the numbers. And if I want to come to the African diaspora out there, Saturday is going to continue the numbers. And so a brand that is solid.
That is solid. Okay, and as Sarkodia is thriving globally, the name of Ghana is also attached to this, milestone in his career. Yeah, so let's talk about the cultural impacts of a Ghanaian rapper making headlines abroad, in your opinion. Okay, a Ghanaian musician.
Do you see the activation of the 69th?
Tilly.
Tilly, come again.
Tilly, can you come again?
I'm like, do you see the activation of the 69th independence among the people that work for the Republic and the excitement out there?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you see it? And I don't want us to limit it to a Ghanaian rapper. Let's just open it as a Ghanaian music because aside the fact that he was the rapper, there were other artists that were willing to support with the love of behind the Americans. The idea artists music it has become one of the biggest ways to sell our culture out there. How many audios have you seen, or how many people have you seen in that auditorium that were playing Nigerian songs or another country songs? But you see the got to tell the popular songs that go to people has that nostalgic feeling. Nothing. So they pray for it. The people that are supposed to pray for those kind of moments. You can say because you know that sometimes and the video of doing the show, they were afraid to do. But had they experienced an authentic Ghanaian movement where it is grand now, they're enjoying it. This really brings an idea all the business that is so like everything has to be Ghanaian. Let's promote Ghanaian. This is what you pray for. And what does that mean for us? It is projection of Ghana music. You know the number of artists that will have their songs relooked at their own taste.
Being Shazam done.
Okay, so how to all be with that? Simply because it's a hobby and you're enjoying it. Yes, and it's going to become another thing that somebody will also know where this is all these things they ask for it. And our dance, I can be part of Catholica. Our dance, our way of life, the way the young people, Ghanaian young people pride themselves, and Ghanaian simply because Ghanaian girls are plenty and proud of. Which cultural ambassador is bigger than this?
Right. Powerful. But Jay, before you even come in, so Tilly, when we're having our motivational dose segments, after that we spoke about Rapaholic and also the torture experience. But Jay mentioned the fact that we had the DJs playing, gospel music, and then the fans were singing to it. So in the future, it wouldn't be bad to feature a gospel artist on Rapaholic. I felt otherwise that it may mar the beauty of the concert. But do you think in the future we could have a gospel act as a performer for Rapaholic?
Somebody has a problem of apathy. I will not be sure that Obama will be on that day. I will not be sure. Do you get it? Somebody here is not, he doesn't have an issue. The problem with those two people and games and stuff like that is the whole family that they are fighting themselves. The people have never had a problem with that thing. I think that it's not for two. Or Obama is not for them. Even if it's not for PhD or Obama, both of them because and it became a whole problem. The people are they have never had a problem. It is within themselves. Not the empathy on that. This or so much
assignment to the world.
You get it. It is within themselves that they put themselves to a certain unrealistic standard that they tie themselves to certain rules that one job.
Right.
But this is not after themselves. They've never had a problem because you see,
right.
So what would fall if you bring from back to do something? They will fight to it. So it just is on the what activity say, I don't care. We are entertaining the people aside the fact of the ministry. We are also entertaining the people. So if I have a song with somebody that is not the trade, it is not against my views and why can't I get something? You can't. They can go out. I don't think that was I don't think it's
Beautiful. So,
Okay.
do you have a last question
but
for
Tilly, I wanted to, find out something about you. I think Sarkodie has been, he's been going about the challenges he has, especially with the kind of songs he wants to be performing, looking at how extensive his catalog is. And also he says he prioritizes health very much. Looking at past concerts, he really gets very tired, when after performance and everything. Is it not something we should get worried about? Because in the future, he's going to.
So, it's a normal, within the current and something like that time. I one time my Bible,
A lot of water.
Why they are between that chief and artist. And he's not a singer, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
So,
Comes with a lot of energy.
You exclude, we just performing of the Jamaican. What was
Yeah.
Because you can't break control, break control, other things that, and on normal way, I think you don't have to. That's so much.
Yeah.
So, he knows what to have the way he's moving up. So, the point for a time, maybe I have now, but he knows what to do very good. So, he knows what he has to do to ensure that
Still, yeah.
to keep going that, it's a normal phenomenon. It's not as though it's a container or a system of beer. Wow, you don't sound like you. You don't know that.
Exactly.
That's how yes, they walk more higher. This way, just to become perform.
Yeah.
But then they also put you to ensure that they can still justify and keep the quality and public their audience. And that's the most important thing.
Great.
Yeah, I just recalled something. So during his media run or tour in UK, he mentioned that in the future he hopes to perform at the Super Bowl halftime. After 5,000 capacity, he's moving to, in the future he wants to move to the old arena. But Tilly, would you be surprised if one day we see Sarkodie performing at the Super Bowl halftime show?
So yes, as long as the person has not quit music,
Everything is possible.
Yes, that the person becomes water alarm because that's the cannot be. But the way you get and see their movement, anything is possible. Anything is possible. As long as it is a game. So when I hear people say that, after doing this way to be as one of my question is the artist still releasing music.
Right.
If the artist is still releasing music and they still going about the application, that's the know your point because this one song change the table again.
Right. Right.
Right. So nothing is important. Nothing is important.
Right. Tilly, thank you so much for your time. We did enjoy this conversation. Have a wonderful morning as well.
You too.
Right, so viewers, we had a conversation with Tilly. Tilly is a media personality, also the PR to King Promise, our reigning artist of the year. I wanted to ask her if you're still pushing him for,
artist of the year.
Should we defend our seat?
Well, interesting submission coming from Tilly Nepal, who is a PR strategist and also a media personality. We've spoken about Rapaholic that happened at the iconic venue. We're talking about the Albert Hall,
Royal
Albert Hall, and I think that's a capacity of 5,000. But when we talk about the O2 Arena, we're talking about like a 20,000.
20,000.
So we need how many more? Adding up 15,000. Yes, and we know it can actually happen for Sarkodie. We've seen him, pull crowds, and he's been able to take it back to the diaspora. So congratulations going out to him. But start to we saw our very own Stoneboy to adding up to the conversation what happened in the whole stadium. Another historic moment that was made for Ghana. So these are some of the things that we want to see our creatives do. And to the young and upcoming talent, hey, the sky is not going to be the limit. No, we need to keep pushing each and every single day and make it happen for ourselves. Yeah. So we're wrapping up. I don't know if you have anything to say.
I think it's been a good morning. We had a very good conversation with Tilly as well. But I want to touch on Stoneboy's story before we get onto the phone with, Hip Life veteran Reggie Rockstone. But let's take Stoneboy's story and then we can engage our Hip Life veteran. So I want to ask him if he has forgiven Reggie for, Keke Fosu for stealing his girlfriend back then. But should we take the details of the story? Okay. So let's just get into the conversation. I think we have him on the line already, DJ. Yeah. So let's get him. Hello, good morning, Reggie.
Morning, good day. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. My DDS.
Yeah, trying was my DDS no pay. Watching this Evana. Yeah, but you watching it, yes. And not the cake for Suboni actually there.
Oh, is that actor?
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And so let's just get into conversations. I mean, on Friday and on Saturday, it was quite busy for Stoneboy and also Sarkodie, respectively. Stoneboy had a torture experience, in Ho, and also we had, beautiful. We had Sarkodie also making Ghana proud on UK grounds as well. Right. So as a veteran in hip life, when you see this concert and when you try to reflect starting in your days when you were starting music and concert and now, let's talk about the similarities and difference with regards to how concert started for you and now how it is heading to in our world.
Well, in my language we say emergani, friend of evolution. These are natural occurrences as far as the way everything evolves. So, of course, I did not come up in the times of social media. I didn't have Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and all of the above. But nevertheless, the fundamentals remain the same. Good entertainment, great music, great positioning, patriotism, artistically inclined, and everything else falls in place. And of course, with God's love. What these brothers are doing, for me, it has to be like the way they feel when they get a Grammy. Because I am alive to see the fruit of what it is that I put into my country and Africa on the whole. It makes me extremely proud, and it's such an honor to even be alive to witness, that this is what we set off from Hip Life, and now we are sitting in the Royal Albert Hall, we're sitting in stadiums, we're making music with Beyonce. Come on now, I'm like the proudest wafa, and it really bigs me up, It's such a huge accolade for me because all of them pay homage to me, and I am sat down and I'm clapping like a proud father, Saka, the amazing human being, amazing talent, his drive, his determination, his business senses, everything needs to be studied. He is a template for the next wave that's coming. And just like we kick the doors down for them, he's also kicking down the doors for the next wave. Also, my brother Stoneboy, and not just, there's so many more, but these are some of the ones on the forefront, and their work ethics is to be studied.
It's to be studied.
When you think about these are young African males who did not come from, Stone is from the hood. Saka continuously let you know about his struggles growing up from Temas. And you see them today, and they have their queens by them. They all got their women steady, and it's worthy of a hand clap and much praise. So I'm very proud, and I have with them 100. I stay connected to my sons, and they always come to their OG. And for this, I am very honored. Yes.
Okay. Before Jay come in, let me get particular about Stoneboy's show. 30,000 people pulled up, to support Stoneboy. But does that show his dominance locally?
He's a different breed. Stoneboy is a different breed. Reason is his dominance and presence in his home, like in his country, it's very strong. But at the same time, he does a lot of work outside of Ghana. So Stoneboy gets on so many international stages. It's ridiculous. Every time he sends me a video, he's in some country, somewhere, football stages So his balance is very, very necessary because he's keeping home happy, but at the same time keeping the international vibration moving, which is what, Saka is also doing. And, you don't need validation from the international, because today you have social media, so you are international.
You are international.
Okay, but the fact that they fight to get to the other side is very impressive. So yeah, it's he's another one that has to be studied. He's keeping home happy, and outside he's still working.
Right, Jay.
All right. So, Reggie, I want to come in here asking some questions as well. Now, we've spoken about, your local dominance right here. We've seen the love for Sarkodie. We've seen the love for Stoneboy as well. Now, as we are praising these people as well, we need to educate, young and upcoming artists. With you being a veteran, you've been in the game for quite some time. Now, I want to find out from you, what are some of the strategies these young artists can actually put in place in order for them to dominate in the local space and also get that global appeal to their brands?
Okay, with the global appeal is pretty much what me and Rab did in the early stages, is to collaborate.
Okay.
You have to collaborate. These collaborations, they mean a whole lot. You spread it out. There's power in numbers. So when you see me from as far back when I was at my peak, I was making music with the Jamaicans. I chose, I got some of their biggest names from Beanie Man. I was ramping with America, Haiti, with Wyclef. I hit Nigeria with Two-Face. All of these guys are big hitters. And today, they know all about these other artists. In my time, it was harder for them to even know about me. So I was blessed. But today, all of these, so I want to see Blacko try and reach Jill Scott, Eric Badu.
Okay.
I want to see, we got to collaborate because they know of you. Or if you meet any one of these African-American big, huge stars and you mention Sarkodie, Blacko, Stoneboy, Shatawale, they know who they are today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of them think it's such an honor when we reach out. Besides, it makes them money because they see what's taking place in Africa now with Afrobeat. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
In fact, some of these African artists are making way much more money than these international artists that you see. In terms of touring and, Davido got a show every damn day or something. Excuse my language. So, but we got to reach out to them. That's it. Then, of course, the contractuals. You got to get your business right, And I preach this all the time. I had some help with DJ Rab and, Cynthia Baku. But even then, I messed up the bag because I didn't get my business right. Today, these kids, they can do and they will feed their families. Show business money, long money, my brother.
Yeah.
Even when you're not making music, you still get paid. Royalties are rolling in. You see? So legacies, so they offer something good. They just got to protect. But the collaborations are very necessary.
Okay, so collaboration is very necessary. But now, Reggie, let's talk about culture. Let's talk about our heritage. Let's talk about we putting Ghana out there. Looking at Sarkodie's concert that happened, he already manifested into the year, the coming year 2027, saying that he's moving into the O2 Arena, and it's happening exactly on the 6th of March. And it happens to be 6th March. And right here in Ghana, when we're talking about we projecting our culture, unless we're celebrating Independence Day, unless we're talking about heritage, but afterwards the conversation closes. How do we keep moving? How do we keep putting our culture out there?
It's not as bad as it looks because, let's be frank, the man he's rapping in his own dialect in the Royal Albert Hall.
Okay.
Which is something he told me. Remember, I was an Anglo-English speaking rapper before I switched to my language. They told me I wouldn't go nowhere. Today, the same kid who emulated me and a Rockford is at the Royal Albert Hall. He broke it. You see what I'm saying? So when you see the likes of Shatawale and he's using the Jamaican patois mixed with his own and still be able to step and he's on stage with Vice Cartel in Jamaica. It's no joke. These kids are doing some crazy work. We really got to clap for them. And so the heritage part is still apparent, but I understand where you're coming from. I totally get it. The reason is, the colonialism is still in our ashes. Excuse my language. We've been westernized to a fault. This is why hip hop is so important. You see, but see, it's me, Reggae Raga became dancehall. It's huge. So all of these barriers get broken. But I totally understand you, and this is why when the president is rocking his fugu, and now they got a fugu craze, you like, oh, something is happening. The president is not just wearing the fugu, he's also receiving a free-to-use sneaker. Times are really changing.
It is.
It's fast. And they need to really recognize these young brothers and sisters because they are doing swell. But where they come from, in my country, if you don't come from a so-called good home, and these guys are feeding their families. They inspire the whole generation. I am so proud. And we really got to back them up. Really have to back them up. Because the next wave is coming.
Okay. All right. So, Reggie, one more question before Nana Icha comes in, right? I'm very particular about approach. Because, now Sarkodie is saying he's moving to the next, which is the O2 Arena. And let's look at the Ghanaians who find themselves in the UK. It's a different approach altogether. And sometimes it gets really scary. You're thinking, okay, back home I have the numbers, I have Ghanaians turning up for me. But when I move to the UK, now when I want to enlarge my capacity, is it still going to be the same?
Yes. And this is where this boy he's not a boy no more. This man is a genius. That move that Sark pulled in inciting the passion, and what he did, he revved up.
Yeah.
And the way he did it, and whoever his team, they're geniuses.
Yeah.
Because even that video when he walked off stage and he went into the O2, I was stood, because you know we showed we streamed it live.
Yeah.
I was screaming. I was screaming like he did the shit. And I said to myself, I don't care what this man do, I am rocking with it.
Yeah.
And everyone who was sat around us had the same feeling. He incited something in us. And you see, that crowd that went there, the Royal Albert Hall, they have all become ambassadors for the next wave. So for each single one of them, another 10 persons is going to follow.
Definitely.
And the Nigerians, they love us too. You know we rock together. You know, even though we got a friendly rivalry, we rock together. You know, shout out to my man Adesofe, you know, and all these soldiers. So, because we want to win together. And we like to dress up, we like to show out. And you see how the exact. There's no turning back. We won't feel that O2. Let's say it's a lot of walk if you can't count. Yeah, right.
It's the same with now.
Definitely. Sark is probably going to pull in the superpowers. He's probably going to pull in Sata. Stone Boys, the Avengers,
yeah.
Blackpool.
And even you, Reggie, because
we need you.
We missed you on stage. Because Kumasi
okay.
You have a year to plan everything. We need to see you. Give us some theatrics. Okay. It'll be fine. Right. Rock, let's talk about longevity. You know, as we're engaged in this conversation, we can't see you, but I know that you are beaming with smile having this conversation. You are so proud of Stoneboy and Sarkodie. And you are the originator of Hip Life, that we do know. And then you mentioned that even when Stoneboy travels, he sends you videos of places he's been to, and you are so proud. So let's talk about the likes of you. What can you do to support these young ones, ensuring that this comes to stay? What can veterans like you do to support the industry? Because often we hear musicians and critics say that the industry is not structured, there's no support. What can veterans like you do to support these young ones? Because they are doing amazing.
Yeah, my presence and my very existence is inspirational to a lot of young people. The reason is they know my history as the originator, blah, 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 right? But they also keep my lifestyle. Have you noticed a trend over the years how a lot of artists have become family oriented? You know, back in the day, if you were a musician, male, you were adored by the females, and you know, you were some type of free man. Today, almost all of them are presenting their wives. All of them seem to have steady home families, and they show them off. Where do you think all of that comes from? I got a big hand in that. Relevance without playing yourself. Positioning. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of them, when they look at me, they're like, yo, I don't know what he's doing, but when I'm this age, I want to be still fly. I want to still look and move like that.
I mean, we still see the biceps and all. We're still seeing the biceps, and it's looking good, even at that age. So yes, it's an inspiration.
It's an inspiration. And they watching the way our brothers moving, and they, they tell me all the time.
Right.
They see me and they're like, yo, grandpa, when I'm your age, I want to be on it like that. And I'm like, yeah. Because, they peeping the way I'm moving, you see. And so you can have longevity, you can have relevance without playing yourself. You bow out gracefully with class. And I'm going to keep making music forever. I love music. Music is my passion.
Right.
I don't have to be no superstar, but it keeps me sane. That's my gift.
Right.
So yeah. And then of course, look at my business moves. The way I tip myself. I used to see rock stars off his rocks watching grandpapa. Like it's not just the music. The music will give you the name, and you got to pimp the name yourself. So that today you see Stock has stock wear. Famini's a farmer. He got, he had his own club. Stoneboy got his wear. All types of businesses, man. And when you look at the trajectory, you can see that grandpa did all of these too.
Okay. Okay, beautiful. But Rock, you see, often fans compare Stoneboy and Sarkodie when it comes to their performances. Last year they did it. This year too, I've seen some comments. Do you think these fan comparing them is there to foster healthy competition or harming the industry?
It's a good bad thing. If people incredible, what's the matter? Incredible. It's a good bad thing. But comparisons, they're not too healthy. The reason is, why can't we just dig both of them without comparing the, and Ghanaians are kind of petty like that. They will pit one against the other. And also, some of the side divisions in the box, we can't move in unison. What's my say? Also, like, it's so fragmented. SM4, not a BIM4, not NG4. But if we all move in unison, come on, man. There's power in numbers. There's power in numbers. So I'm not too big on the comparison. They trip. They trip. It's old.
Okay.
These are accomplished artists by their own rights. They, I love Nanas and I still listen to Busta Rhymes and I still listen to Public Enemy. Come on now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Reggie, wrapping up the conversation, there's one thing I personally want to put out there. You mentioned that yes, you are there as a brand. You do music. You have your side business. We spoke about Samini, the Stoneboys, and everything. But now let's come back to the state of Ghanaian music. We'll talk about Musica, we'll talk about Gamro, and Rexoma is in the conversation. Mr. Simons is right here saying structures are not put in place well to make artists enjoy their royalties. What is the problem? What is happening? What's the way forward?
It seems to be a zoo back there, the jungle. And I'd be lying if I told you I know the introduce. And I really should pay more attention. But, I'm running around selling rice and beans to human beings and so on. I'm a survivor. You can understand. I just sacrificed mine.
Yeah.
And because of me doing much, they'll be the same ones laughing at me that I'm broke. So I need to feed my family.
Definitely.
But nevertheless, I need to pay attention. Reason is, these things will feed my family. It's legacy, and you are right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but something is not right back there that needs to be put in place.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's all going to come together because the rate at which the soldiers are moving, they don't have a choice but to catch up.
Yeah.
But they seem to be doing swell by themselves. So after a while, it's going to be an elephant in the room. And something got to happen. But yes, I feel guilty and I feel like I should pay more attention. I've always been very free-spirited when it came to, I never came into show business for money. This is one of the things about me that makes me look a little bit complacent when it comes to this. And so it's just something that I knew how to do.
Yeah.
And I shared it. So I need to pay more attention. But yeah, we need to fix up.
Okay. Okay.
And make sure that because all these stars, they're not going to be stars forever. Every hero is a bar at last.
Okay.
And their families need to be able to survive off of this amazing work that they put in.
Okay. All right. So wrapping up, finally, Reggie, who is your artist of the year?
Give me a list.
Okay. So I know actively we have Blacko doing it. You know, he's been amazing all over the year.
Yeah.
We've seen Kim Promise also pulling up.
Great run.
Yeah, Stoneboy is in there. Medical, and one lady who's really proved herself as a last year through to this year, I think Wendy Shea. Yeah.
Yep.
So
so that's the list?
Yeah, for now, Sarko can be in there. Shout out to Kandi. It's quite.
He's always in there somewhere.
Okay.
That dude he's amazing. He's always in.
Definitely.
His consistency is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you got Blacko, you got Stoneboy, you have Wendy Shea, and you have
Kim Promise.
Kim Promise?
You mentioned Kim Promise.
Yeah, Kim Promise.
Kim Promise is in there too, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Shutter?
Yeah, Shutter definitely should be because he's also been active last year.
Yeah. Okay. It's a tough one there.
Yeah.
I must say Stoneboy has been he overworked.
Okay.
He's been moving in ways. I said to him, "You don't sleep." You know, but Blacko though.
Yeah.
He's something else. He and his vibe is. That's a tough one there.
Yeah.
Between those two, and I think it would be beautiful if Wendy Shea won that.
Okay.
It would be so nice. You know, let's have a sister up there for a minute. You know,
definitely.
just for good reasons. You know,
yeah.
And it would minimize the competition with these guys. Say, look,
true.
You know, take a seat back. Let the sister go, and it will also inspire another wave of female artists.
Definitely.
So me, I got a soft spot for women. Plus, you know, that Wendy, she's good looking too.
Yeah.
Man, put her up. I'm moving for Wendy. I'm rooting for Wendy.
Okay.
All right.
That's beautiful.
I'm rooting for Wendy. Just for the hell of it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to see these females really jumpstart this movement. It would help.
Okay.
It won't take nothing away from the brothers.
Right. Right.
But of course, I wish them all. They're all eligible.
Yeah.
But it would be really nice if Wendy
takes it.
Came up to speed. It would really be great. Did Emily ever win?
Yeah,
she did.
The year that she
that would be so beautiful if Wendy won and dedicated it to Ebony and that would be beautiful.
Sure. Okay.
That would be so beautiful. You know me, I'm a sucker for a sister. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jay here is a big advocate for women as well. So he's just happy that you did nominate, Wendy as your winner. Thank you so much, the ageless Reggie Rockstone. And we hope to see more of you this year as well. So thank you so much for adding. By the way, do watch channel paying so.
And rice and beans for the human being.
Okay.
God bless you all.
God bless you
have a lovely day as well, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Right, so that was quite a journey in there, in the airways and having this good conversation. But I love Tilly's submission. I love that of Reggie as well. We need to protect these talents, and I love it. It feels nice to know that a veteran is really every single day actively rooting for these young ones.
These are the things that they should be doing, because when you find yourself at a point where you're not producing more, you should be able to rally behind those producing, at the point in time. And I think Reggie is a perfect example. We've seen him support all these people. Just look at the names he mentioned right there. It tells you he's very active and knows what is on ground at this point in time.
And hashtag Wendy Shea for artist, TGMA Artist of the Year. Hashtag. It is possible.
It is.
It is possible.
It is.
Yes. Before we wrap up, I do have a birthday here for coming in from Trigger as well. Michelle is wishing a brother a happy birthday. So it says a big happy birthday to my guy Bernard. May this new year bring you happiness, good health, and greatness. Be great, brother. Let me say that again. It says a big happy birthday to my guy Bernard. May this new year bring you happiness, good health, and greatness. Be great, my brother. Coming in from Trigger to you, Bernard. Have a glorious birthday and may God bless you.
Alright, so finally we're going to say goodbye to you on a beautiful Monday morning. We've stepped into a brand new week, a lot happening right here in Ghana and across, and right on Shobiz TV, celebrating 3 years of consistency. We're here to serve you with nothing but the best of entertainment. Our social media platforms are very active. There's Shobiz TV on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. We're doing a live stream, so make sure you share along or share them amongst your friends. Our app too is running, so make sure you're downloading them and carry us along wherever you go.